Okay, so some time ago I made a video in which I read two real person fanfictions. Well, I received a lot of butthurt feedback from people who either write or enjoy reading these fanfictions. Well, I said a sentence in my video that really bothered these people. It was, quote unquote, fanfictions should only contain fictional characters. Which is true. Having real people is a rule violation on every serious fanfiction site. However, recently somebody posted me a PM and it contained something that made me facepalm. Since I didn't believe it at first, I went to fanfiction.net to see it for myself, and I was speechless when I saw this. Fanfiction.net has now the usernames of popular YouTubers as characters that you can choose to write fanfictions about web shows. Quote unquote web shows. Don't get me wrong, web shows in which people are actors and portray fictional characters are okay. For instance, a well-known example of this is a nostalgia critic who is a fictional character, because in reality he doesn't exist. However, I have also noticed that you can choose quote-unquote characters which aren't fictional, but are just usernames of people on YouTube. Okay, if there is something that I can't stand, it's when an internet site is hypocritical. If you have rules against using real people fanfictions, why in the bloody hell can you choose real people as characters? Those of you who watched that video in which I read those two fanfictions know that those fanfictions contained Let's Players, which are totally fictional characters. Guess what? Now you can choose both of those Let's Players that are featured in those fanfictions as characters on fanfiction.net. One of them is of course PewDiePie, but I have also noticed that you can now choose another character, and that's his girlfriend. Yes, his girlfriend. I haven't seen much of her videos, but how much I remember, the only thing she does is vlogging and hair tutorials. Okay, fanfiction.net, here's a newsflash for you. If somebody makes a YouTube account and uses a username, that doesn't mean that that person is from now on a fictional character. Also, almost all people who select those usernames as characters use the real names of those people, which could be considered a violation of privacy, but then again, those people were probably so stupid to tell their real names to the internet, which normally backfires. So in case somebody from fanfiction.net will watch this video, here's a short message to you. Using the username of that person is against your own rules, and by ignoring those rules, it makes your site seem amateur and stupid. That would be like if YouTube rules said that abusing animals isn't allowed, but at the same time there would be a video category called animal torture. Also, in the rules it says that you are not allowed to write fanfictions about actors. So in case you are writing a fanfiction about a web show, you are not allowed to use the real names of those people, because that is a rule violation. Anyway, since a lot of fangirls try to convince me that there is nothing wrong with using the real people for fanfictions, I decided to say the reasons why I can't stand real person fanfictions. First of all, it's morally wrong. A lot of these fangirls claim that these fictional portraits don't reflect the real activities of the quote-unquote source figure. This, however, raises a question. What's the point of using the name of a real person if you take away everything from that person except the name and the appearance? Wouldn't it make more sense to create your own fictional character for this? You know, just saying. This is also something that I can't stand in movie remakes. What's the point of using something if you change 99.9% of it? This is also a huge nitpick of mine when it comes to fictional characters in fanfictions. I can't stand it when they are out of character. Second, using real people in fanfictions is in my opinion kind of destroys the point of fanfictions. And it's very disrespectful most of the time. I think that the only way that you can write a real person fanfic is if the person has been dead for a very long time, or if you get the permission of the person themselves. Okay, and third, I would say that about 85% of these fanfictions are created by the authors to write down their sick fantasies. Almost all of these fanfictions are about sex. Normally they also turn the people in these fanfictions to homosexuals. Okay, maybe it's just me, but what's the point of this? Why do girls want that the guys they are in love are homosexuals in fanfictions? And the same goes also for boys, because I have read a lot of fanfictions in which they turn well-known women that are known on the internet to lesbians. Seriously, what's the point of this? Don't they realize that if those people were actually gay, that they wouldn't give a flying fuck about you? I mean, seriously. Anyway, there's also a lot of fanfictions that contain bestiality, necrophilia, rape, incest, and everything that I just mentioned together. Yes, I already read once a fanfiction that had 4 of those things. It got removed, thankfully. When these fanfictions are not about sex, then the authors make the people into psychopaths and serial killers. I have just one question. Why? I have read a lot of fanfictions, and I came across several real person fanfictions, and until now I only read 3 real person fanfictions that I consider decent. Everything else was an abomination. So yeah, bottom line, fanfiction.net should do something against these fanfictions and remove them instead of turning a blind eye. So yeah, that's what I have to say. If you think that I forgot to mention something, then please ask me in the comment section. Also, I have now over 1000 subscribers. Thank you guys. I have a video in plan that I think you'll like. Remember that top 20 worst cartoons from the 90s? How about my top 20 favorite cartoons from the 90s? Let me know in the comment section if you like this.